The Blue Velvet episode's a good episode, but there's a lot of off-roading. There's a lot of digressions. We don't even talk about Dean Stockwell. We barely talk about
Who's
the
that?
movie. Ben.
This is the problem, right?
No,
Adam-
that's not the I don't know these. I'm here to be informed.
I'm just saying
Just kidding,
we can.
man.
He's a
No,
character in
fuck
the movie.
you.
Whoa. Let's just
Take it
stay
easy.
at
make
least
it
for the
lean
first
and
20
mean.
minutes.
Lean and mean.
And also, Adam has a problem where he likes to try to finish my sentences, and it's not necessary.
Okay.
Necessary.
Noted. So you don't like that?
Well, because you don't even know what I'm going to say, and you get
I
it
don't even know
wrong.
what he's gonna say, and
You
you
don't-
get it wrong.
So you're saying you don't appreciate that? You don't appreciate my help? Okay.
And this is a week after
Yes,
This is
Adam
the week after Adam
got mad at Ryan
mad at Ryan
because Ryan was doing crosstalk.
Yes.
And then Adam, and then the
now
next
I'm doing
episode.
I'm trying to do parallel talk.
It's
now.
not really crosstalk. It's more like
What angle would you like me to talk in?
like a relay race. You're running, you hand me the baton, and I finish your sentence.
It's a solo. It's a 3 solo races.
Oh, I thought we were in this together.
No, you're
Okay,
not my
okay.
twin. You're
Hey.
not my. You're not my lifelong partner that I need to share every fucking intimate detail with. And I'm just like, I'm at Trader Joe's, and it's like, hey man, Monsters University is pretty good. And then it's like an hour later, what the fuck, dude? You didn't like Monsters University? You're wrong about this. And it's just like, hey,
You were
leave me
wrong. You
alone,
got it way
man.
wrong.
Get out of my head.
You got it so wrong.
These guys invented a insane machine. They're like geniuses of their generation, and they live together. Like they're grown as successful gynecologists, and they have not even a house, an apartment together.
Well, they're not
You're just
married. They're
talking big
bachelors.
because you live alone now.
Yeah, but they're
Finally,
like
don't have roommates.
so they've been successful since they were like 16. I didn't get this movie. I mean, I got it, but it was
So you're
creepy.
just jumping right into the movie.
No, I mean it's
Yeah, we should.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Beverly Mantle.
By every scientific measure, they are absolutely the same. They share everything.
You haven't had any experience until I've had it too. Bev, you've got to try the movie star. She's unbelievable.
Doctor, you've cured me.
You mean to say there's 2 of them?
They're twins, dear.
I think we should drop her, Bev. You drop her. I'm in love with her. Can't be love if it does this to you, can it?
Doctor, I think there's something wrong with you.
Patients are getting strange. What are they? For working on mutant women.
From David Cronenberg, who in The Fly made the fantastic real.
Radical technology was required. Something radical is definitely required.
Now, David Cronenberg makes reality the ultimate fantasy. Dead Ringers.
Separation can be a terrifying thing.
Dead Ringers, 1988, written, directed by David Cronenberg. It's based on a novel called Twins, but I don't think it has anything to do with that novel. I think he rewrote a script. Anyway, this is the movie he made right after The Fly. And The Fly was like, The Fly, Videodrome, and the head exploding in scanners, I think, are the 3 things he's most known for. But
He's
this,
so good at cringing me out. I like it, but it's hard for me to enjoy.
I love this movie. I used to watch this movie all the time in high school. I had the DVD, which I may have stolen from Suncoast Video. A little callback to the last episode.
Hey, nice.
But-
See, we're not so different.
I'm sorry.
You stolen from Sunset Video as well?
We were talking last week about how it would steal movies from a Hollywood Video when I worked there.
Anyway,
I thought that's what you were saying with a callback. What do you mean anyway? What are you saying? Like
You don't need a
a
callback that detailed to that specific of a
Sorry,
thing. I mean,
misunderstood what you were saying.
I
Jesus
remember
Christ.
I remember on the last episode I was
more of a
wearing
Beverly.
a t-shirt that had some sort of Corvette design on it. Are we not doing
That's
details from last week's?
That's what
I don't
people
remember
tune in
that.
for.
I might have cut that T-shirt talk. That might be an old reference.
That's more of a
But
visual.
Oh no. That wasn't talk. That was just what I was wearing while we were talking about other stuff.
Let's make this more of a
anyway,
visual
there's a
podcast.
new TV show, a remaking of Dead Ringers. I watched the first episode. It's okay.
People love it. People
It's
love
okay.
it.
And then I was like, I want to rewatch the movie. And then I put the movie on and I was like, I'll watch a couple of minutes. I just was sucked in. I love this movie. This could be my favorite Cronenberg movie. And the thing I really love about it is Jeremy Irons, this performance as Beverly and Elliot, two distinct characters.
So
This
he's
is
got
the
a twin.
This is the best twin acting I've ever seen. This is
It
hands
was
down.
two twins. No, because like the Olsen twins are good, but it was who and who? It was two because they were real twins.
No, the Olsen twins were playing one character, and they did
No,
it.
but in this
Oh,
movie, I'm
That's like
talking
the
Dead
reverse of
Ringers.
this.
I'm talking Dead Ringers. It was actual twins, right? Because
You're saying
There
Jeremy
couldn't
Irons
be
is
any-
a better twin than both of the
there couldn't
Olsen
be
twins.
any other reason that there's 47 cuts in every 1 second. They cheat so hard in this movie. It's like,
what are you talking
we get
about? What
it.
about
It's-
all the cool shots of the guy from
For the
behind his
time,
head?
it's
from
really
behind
cool.
his head, and he's like his
and
arms
it's a
moving,
wig.
and his
Yeah,
face
Thought they
is
do a
away
pretty
from the
good job.
camera.
they did
try
a
to be
really good
inventive with
job.
it.
I'm not even trying to be hateful. It's just
Well, you are.
God, I don't hate it. I'm just trying to be disrespectful, not hateful. But
I think
Doing
Ryan.
that too.
Well, here's the thing. They didn't want to make. Cronenberg said he didn't want to make it like stunt twin shots, and there's a lot of these like shitty comedies where it's like, hey, look at our two twins in the same frame. Like, this is very obvious. He wanted to try to shoot it like a normal movie with two characters. And
did
there
it.
are a few
he
shots.
succeeded.
It's
with
like this
compu-
movie does that, and that Jackie Chan movie does that too.
There's a few shots in Dead Ringers with computer controlled cameras, and it's shot on film, and they use like very special high-end optical. There's like when you shoot optical plates in the 80s for like an opening title sequence, you literally have to like shoot a black and white image and expose the title and then like do a matte. It's like a whole fucking process. So they have special film that is steady. It's like steady camera so that it doesn't shake. And they do a good job of this movie. Like there's two shots of Jeremy Irons acting against himself. Camera's moving. You can kind of see a soft matte down the middle, but it's
No,
same-
they did so good. I couldn't tell.
It's
I'm making
shockingly
jokes about
good.
it. I'm making jokes about it, but I could not tell at all. I mean, I could tell because it's obvious, but like as far
Well, you
as
know,
the edit,
yeah, yeah,
edit
yeah.
was clean. The edit was so clean. The acting was so good. I think he sold it.
That's also like,
He-
yeah, you're watching him
carried
his
that-
acting, and that helps. It's like a magician's trick, you know?
Right.
Misdirection. by
He
Mr.
does so
Irons.
good. Adam,
by
you've
Mr.
acted.
Action.
William,
I've acted as
performed.
as two
You've done
twins
stuff,
before.
but have you ever acted alone in a room where you're supposed to talk to yourself and then
yes.
the next
it
day,
every night.
then no, I'm not talking about looking in the mirror and saying,
Oh.
"What have I done?"
Oh,
That's normal. Everybody does that.
Okay.
But that shit's wild, and he killed it.
he also did a good thing. Like there's a scene where like when Beverly's starting to get fucked up and stuff, and he's all
Beverly.
tired and shit, and then and Elliot's like not like that, where it's like Beverly's the sensitive one, and Elliot's like party boy.
He's a salesman.
Yeah,
Well,
like
Beverly,
one likes to study, one likes to fuck.
Well, what? Yeah, one can give the speeches, but I would argue Beverly. It's like a 70-30 relationship, and Beverly is carrying it.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
there's
face
nothing,
it.
he
there's
did
more
all the
to
work,
it.
he did all
But-
the research, he did all that, and then the other guy, yeah. But also,
It's not
Cronenberg
that
did such
simple.
a good job. I know. Let me
No,
just
it
get
is.
all let me get all this out before you, because so you know what questions I'm going to ask. But like the whole time, I don't know who was who the whole time, and I don't know
Yeah,
if it
that was hard to
matters.
keep
who's-
track. That
And
was
I
kind of
think
like
that
the
was
intention, I think,
intentional.
but
Yeah.
Okay,
but it also
I'll
made
give
it.
you a little hint on who is who. So, like, I'm listening to the commentary, and they're all like, "Dude, Jeremy Irons is so subtle. It's so good. Like, when he's Beverly, his like actions come from his Adam's apple, and Elliot, he has like a different posture, and like I can tell the difference between them just by the way they
Well,
talk
you-
and stand
you're
and
classically
look.
trained.
Well, I've seen this movie
Oh.
like a dozen times, but
Oh,
really,
that's
there's
why you
another.
wear glasses. Yeah,
There's
you can
another
see
big
things
hint.
well. Right.
Well, Beverly wears
More of a statement.
glasses in almost every scene.
Yes.
That's a pretty obvious difference
But
between the
the
two
whole
of them. And they,
no,
they never
literally,
talk
but
about
listen,
it.
William,
They
whoa,
never
whoa,
talk
whoa,
about it in any interview or on the commentary. They're like, yeah, it's really subtle, the difference. I mean, there's a few
No,
little hair
one
and
wears
makeup tricks, and
glasses
it's
and one
like
doesn't.
there's lighting tricks, but like Beverly's
No,
constantly
William, though,
wearing
listen.
fucking glasses in the movie.
That's how they tell you. That's the layman's thing. Like that's how they tell you. But the entire movie is about them swapping each other's personality. So you don't know if that is Elliot wearing Beverly's glasses because he thinks
Can't
you.
trust him.
That's all. You can't trust either of them.
Can't even
Their
trust
whole
yourself.
life, they're like autistic geniuses that are maybe slightly sociopathic and can't whatever. So the
One
entire
of them's
and the
autistic.
premise of
One
the
of them's
movie.
a sociopath, maybe.
Well, the premise of the movie, which that's equals 2 autisms,
Wow,
and
you think so?
They're not sociopaths.
Well, maybe Elliot is.
Elliot might be the sociopath. He's not though.
I don't know. He's not that bad of a guy. I guess he just likes to.
But you know what I'm saying,
Fuck
William, is like
ladies.
I know the glasses was the thing, and I think this was an accident because it's pretty straightforward who's who. They're not trying to trick you, is what I realized. By the end of the movie, they're not trying to trick you who's who.
Well, they're not trying to
They're
like spell it out though either.
If you had seen this
No,
movie
but
twice,
they-
if you had watched it a second time and you knew
I probably
by the
won't.
end of the movie, you know the difference in the personalities, you would then see like, oh yeah, that's Beverly, that's Elliot. It's like he's giving
But-
the speech, he's working in the dorm room.
Right.
From that first scene, you would have been like, I know the difference. Whereas it's your first time watching it, you're kind of like,
What's going
you're-
on? It's
what's going on? What's
going on?
happening?
It's a
What's the deal?
perfect first view movie. Like
It's the same actor. I don't know if it's the same character.
Sixth
that
Sense.
kind
It
of
gave
thing.
me kind of not the same as the Sixth Sense. That was a big twist, but
You got that guy you twisted.
wow, I was down with the twisted.
Nice. But Jeremy, I wanted to say about Jeremy's acting. Good old Jeremy. He there was one scene I thought like there was a really nice little detail that where when Beverly's all fucked up and Elliot's like, you got to get it together, man. Beverly, like he has like different levels of eye bags in this scene.
Makeup, yes, but also
I think it's a performance.
and lighting.
I think he was able to do this with his actor's muscles. If he's classically, it's like a face muscle control thing. You learn this and you know that, William.
No,
Someone
I
who's
don't know what you're
classically
talking
trained.
about. Look,
Yeah.
Yeah,
classically-
actors
a classically
muscles.
trained
What the
actor.
fuck are you talking about?
they
Somebody-
probably shot one scene in the
He's
morning
that
and one
good.
scene in the afternoon.
Or they had a team of makeup artists that made it look like he had bags under his eyes. What the
Or
fuck?
he's just
that takes
that
like
good.
2 seconds.
His hair is different.
He was wearing glasses. How did they
Great
get this
makeup.
actor? Well, in one scene, William, he was wearing glasses, and like in the other scene, he wasn't. So as a method
Don't
actor,
forget,
he
This is
clearly
Adam's specialty. He,
made it.
will pick on.
made
He will
it- No, listen,
zero in
this is
on
an
the
actor,
tiniest
maybe.
physical details and be like, "Oh, he doesn't walk like a cop," or "That guy like doesn't have, his hands are too smooth." Like he's
In Ernest Saves Christmas, I noticed that one of the guys has a crazy eye, and I think I'm the first person to
yeah, but
mention it.
what guy?
The agent, the Hollywood agent. Come on,
I don't
this
remember.
guy's no Jeremy Irons. is what I'm trying to say. If Jeremy could fix that eye, you know,
We have to
in
talk
the
about the other
performance.
important cast member, Genevieve Bujold. She plays an older actress, so she's older than them. And as a teenager, I did not like her character. I did not find her attractive. I did not
You're
get
like,
it.
hey, this lady's not a babe.
No, it was way too. I was like, I don't know, man. Beverly, this is who you're getting obsessed with, but
You're looking down at your soft penis and being like, I don't know, something's wrong.
come on, get up. Well, I had a hard penis. I was a teenager.
Oh, okay.
I
It was a
mean,
test.
come on. But she plays an actress. We haven't really talked about the fact that they're both gynecologists. They're twin gynecologists. She's seeing them. She wants to have a baby, and she has like 3 cervixes. Cervix like
Cervix is like isn't the
the-
cervix the opening?
I think it's the back walls.
Pussies.
Damn it. We can't release this.
She had she had
We
3
can't be sitting
pussies.
here like, what is the cervix?
The opening. You mean the vulva? That's the front.
No, pussies.
Yeah, there's 2. First of all, there's 2 things on the outside: vagina and the vulva.
Where's the pussy?
No. The vulva is on the vulva
Pussy
is
is the whole thing.
the
What?
the external.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been grabbing them by the whole thing this whole time.
Guys, we're never going to be gynecologists.
We should make a movie called "What Is a Pussy." They're like, is this like
That's
about
a short movie. It's just one
trans?
screenshot
They're like,
of.
no, we don't
asking
even.
trans women like to help us understand what's
Well,
going
it's
on.
not even about trans women. It's just about like we don't know.
Some
what
of them
a
are
woman-
trans.
No,
they just know
it
more
would
than
be
we
a-
know.
it would be
we
a
don't
5
know what a
second-
pussy is. We
5
just don't
second
even know.
Ken's Burns of a picture of Adam and William doing the deuces with their fingers, and then that's a pussy. That's 2
Come
pussies.
on, bro.
And then credits would roll, and the credits would be too long compared to how long the film was.
You just did us so dirty.
Just like how long it takes women to come out of their vaginas.
2 seconds.
Why does it take so long?
Oh yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, you said it, dude.
Has anybody talked about it?
No,
I have 2 questions. What
Adam might be
is
right.
a
The
cervix, and
cervix.
why does it take women so long to
I'm
come?
looking at a graph, and I think it's the hole.
The cervix is the hole. Okay. So
It's
this
like
lady has 3 holes.
it's like the shaft, like the first. It's like the garage.
I knew.
it's like the
I
fir-
knew.
It's like the first part of the house.
I knew a lady who
You
had
know,
2
Cervixes.
for real. Yeah. It's quite a scene.
Very- And what did you do?
What didn't
Sounds
I
like
do?
sounds like it's a couple of scenes.
Did you fuck this chick, or is this just a woman you knew?
No, I did.
Or are you making this up?
Or was it like a teacher the first day of school? Like, I just need to tell you guys, I have 2 cervixes. Please don't make fun of me.
Now, have y'all ever been to England? It's a geography teacher.
Yeah.
Do they exist?
I would just be in the back, like, I don't know what a pussy is. I don't know what a cervix is.
I know. That's why I couldn't keep up with this woman. I don't even know what it is. And then she had 2 of them. I was out of my league.
But anyway, back to Genevieve Bujold. She was like, does this mean I can have 3 babies? And he's like, doesn't work that way. So Beverly's examining her because he's the smart one. Elliot then, like, they have a little
Beds
game where
her.
they play where they first examine the patient twice, pretending to be the same
It's
doctor.
just a fun little game.
So
He's
that's
like,
already
I got to go to the
creepy.
bathroom really quick. And then he walks out.
And then Elliot walks in.
Yeah.
And he examines her. And then he asks her out, I guess. And then
He puts the moves on him. And then Beverly does he comes in for cleanup.
then no, what he does is he just throws Beverly a bone because he knows Beverly would never ask a woman out. He's too
So
busy studying. He's too busy working.
I have a
Oh,
question.
that's nice of him.
She is an actor in town from out of town. Why is she going to the gynecologist out of town?
She wants to have a
Because they're the
baby.
best. They're the best in the world.
No, she wasn't in town for the gynecologist. She was in town because she was filming something.
Women
Why
just
did
swing
she
by
go-
the gynecologist.
That's literally what I'm saying. Like, why did she just swing in to get a checkup?
Yeah,
Would
that's
you
what
go to
I'm
the
saying.
Weird.
doctor? Would you go to the doctor like
Like
that,
getting a
Ryan?
pedicure for a woman.
Okay, you're on a work trip. You have to go work in New York for 4 days. And when you're out there, are you gonna just go to a gen ed and get a physical? You're just gonna go get a physical from
William
some
does that with
local doctor
proctologists.
when you have your own doctor in town? It's weird
It's not
that
weird
she
to
was
go to the
even doing
doctor.
that.
William always visits the
No,
local
but
proctologist.
she was also a celebrity. This is a huge thing that fucked me up in the whole script.
But
That
no,
she
they
go
are
that
they are
a
the best in the
person
world.
wanted a person,
A
regardless if they're
celebrity
the
went
best in
to
the
a
world or not,
celebrity doctor. She
A
went to a
person-
celebrity doctor.
She can't get
wants to
pregnant.
go to the doctor is weird. That's all you're saying is weird.
She's seen like one of the
No, she
top
was out of
specialists in the
town.
world
She
for a
doesn't
problem, for a
live
problem that she
there.
cares about. She wants to
Right.
have kids.
Yes, and
She
plus,
doesn't
Ryan,
live
you're a
there,
fucking
though.
hick. People don't just go to the town doctor who also is the veterinarian. They'll see a doctor in other cities and try to get opinions.
Oh,
Because
tell me
she's-
that. Tell me about gynecologists. Tell me about going to
That-
a gynecologist.
if you say,
just
"Hey,
go
man,
to
can
a
you check out my
random
pussy?" That
gynecologist
sounds
in
like
a
a bit
city.
confusing.
No, what the fuck? It ain't like getting a physical. Anybody can do that. My uncle used to do that
I've
all
said
the
this
time.
a couple times. She is seeing one of the big, like the best specialists in the world because she cannot conceive a child. And she,
Right.
okay.
she wants something and she's trying to get it fixed, but they tell her you can't fix it. Maybe you can adopt, and then
And she just
says,
so
like,
happens to be filming a miniseries in town.
Also, she's not going to be a good mother anyway. I mean, she kind of gives up on this quest pretty quickly because the relationship
I'm
then
getting at. She's
devolves
a
into
sexual
doing
freak.
drugs
Right.
and having sex. They're just doing drugs and having sex, and it's all fun. And they do like nasty things where like they'll tie her up with like surgical tubes and like tongs, and then they'll have like bondage sex, and it's really cool, like blue lighting, and they're all writhing around.
By the way, wouldn't it be awesome if you like had a twin? Wouldn't it be awesome to fuck a woman half the time that you normally do, and then have your brother fuck them the other half?
No,
Like, think about how, like, oh man, you're
No,
fucking
I'm on
this
a
woman
dry-
way
I'm
too
on a-
much. I wish I could cut this in half somehow without
I'm on
her
a dry
knowing.
spell. That half would be so long.
You need a twin, dude.
It's like you haven't had sex
No,
in
you
like
need
3
to-
years,
you
and
need
you're
to get
about
rid
to
of your
hook up with
twin.
you meet
Yeah.
this great girl you love her. You're about to hook up with her, and then your brother's like, "Hey, it's my turn." You're like, "What?" Yeah,
It's
like,
been
no way.
3
It's like,
years.
no, it's my turn. Trust me. And you're like, "Oh man."
Those are the
And
twin rules.
and he just goes to town and like,
Yeah, that's weird. That's lit. But that was their plan the whole time. Beverly just started kind of evolving or growing up.
well, Beverly has feelings for her.
How old? Yeah, how old were they when they lived together? 30s?
They look like they're in their 30s. Yeah,
They're bachelors.
they should.
Kind of like
It's
the Jerry. They're like the same age as Jerry on Seinfeld.
Cronenberg said that 30 actors turned this down.
Wow, they're scared.
American actors. Some of the
Who?
biggest actors. I imagine here's some of my theories. Jeff Goldblum, who was just on The Fly, I could see him turning it down. Christopher Walken, he's in the Dead Zone. He probably turned it down. I bet Al Pacino turned it down.
Wow.
Jeff
This is a
Goldblum though was the
bombshell.
only one that I could imagine Goldblum like killing this role. Maybe
got a
not as
twin
good. I
vibe.
think it was perfect cast. It was perfect cast what happened.
He's got that weird twin vibe of a guy.
I think he could have done
have
well.
a twin, but he gives
And he
you
worked with
a
the
twin
guy.
vibe.
And he worked with the guy on The Fly recently. They would have had chemistry. That could have been an interesting movie.
He said these actors just found the idea of a gynecologist disgusting, and they did not want to do it.
It's gross.
Another thing
'Cause
about these gynecologists,
you gotta
that are-
like touch naked women.
Ew. That's how you get
Oh,
cooties,
it's so gross. Acting or not, it's just like, oh yeah, circle, circle, dot, dot. Please give me a cootie shot.
No, these guys are cool gynecologists because they do examinations at night, which is funny.
With
Funny
like
thing that-
glass bricks behind
Yeah.
them and like pink lighting and like purple lighting.
Well,
and,
that
like,
was 80s.
It's a little kind of a sexy doctor's appointment. But
Well-
we didn't talk about they became famous because they invented a thing that like holds pussy open or something, right?
Yes.
No, but it's for dead people. It's for like it breaks bones. It's for cadavers.
Holding the pussy open.
Yeah, cadavers for cadavers, and
pussies
he
up?
even
That-
says it. All right, did you not listen to the dialogue?
I missed.
Did you
I
not
missed it.
listen to the dialogue, Ryan? Because I'm pretty sure he says their teacher says that'll never work on a living person. Good thing you're using cadavers. And then it cuts to them getting a golden statue. 3
And
years later, they're extremely successful. They're the stars of the
Right,
school. They've already
yes,
won an
I
award.
agree.
And
Yes,
and they
yes.
say it's now the industry standard. I don't think it's the cadaver industry where
It's
like
very satisfying.
where there's an autopsy and the doctor's like, hold on, you better not cut open that dead body. We got to treat her with these special tools.
So
and
then
do
why
this
did
and that.
he use?
This is
Why
awesome.
did he use that? He used that for that
they
lady
fixed
that was
it.
like,
They made it
hurts.
better.
Okay, he used the He was using the statue as a tool, the award, the Oscar as the tool. Okay,
He was just messing around.
Look, it doesn't matter. They like to make tools, and this pays off later when they make the surgical instruments for mutant women, because ultimately, like everything is their little scam falls apart once Beverly falls in love, and like
They're
thing-
scam of fucking ladies half the time.
I felt like this the last night watching it. I had a reading where like this is about how a relationship changes you, and if they're twins and they're the same and one of them falls in love, then he changes and then they can't handle being different.
Yeah, he grows. Elliot does.
But the other thing is, it's
yeah,
not
they
like
just go different routes.
But the other thing is, one of them they become Beverly first becomes a full blown drug addict, and like you see him at the beginning drinking whiskey, but by the end he's popping pills like all the time.
She gets him hooked on pills
And-
big time.
It is a very, it's like that's not a normal relationship thing. So I don't think my theory is right at all. I don't think David Cronenberg was thinking that at all. But there is that element for a while.
I think David Cronenberg was just thinking like, I'm gonna freak people out with twins. I'm gonna make freaky twins and get everybody
That's
freaked
it.
out.
That's the elevator pitch.
Yeah, David Cronenberg he's a little freak. He's a little freak boy.
And
Let's
then
face
the Budweiser campaign was like their elevator pitch was like, I'm gonna get people pumped about twins. And
Yeah.
twins. Is that Budweiser?
That was about Jeremy Irons, actually. When people would say that, I thought in the 90s.
Adam, you're a real bummer, man.
Where's your twin? Jeremy Irons. That's what people used to
Yeah,
say.
because we got Adam Bummer. Where's Adam Goofy
No, they're-
butthole?
Hey guys, I gotta
fun
go to the
time?
bathroom really quick. I'll be right back.
No, they're like
Okay.
Oh, hello.
yo, I saw that movie Dead Ringers. You were really fucking good. Where's your brother, bro? Oh, I don't
yeah,
have a
okay.
brother. I don't have a brother. I was actually playing both roles.
Jeremy Irons is getting like browbeaten by like Teamsters from the Bronx.
No, I saw
From
that
Long
fucking
Island.
movie. Where's your fucking brother?
The guy had glasses. That
actor.
fucking dork with the glasses.
He's saying he doesn't have a brother. Let's get it.
You know, it'd be funny if they did a
Jason
twin
down the
movie.
street. Bunch of
If
Long
they did a
Island
movie
guys.
where instead of like to make it obvious which one's which, instead of glasses, it was just like a shitty cape, like a child's cape, like a costume cape.
Yeah.
Like a little Superman, like a toddler's Superman cape from Party City.
That'd be awesome.
So every time they
Don't
Cut
people
back.
with
could
twins
you imagine?
have
Okay,
like
okay.
things that make him tell them apart? Like they put like a
Yeah, twin empathy or
like a
whatever their
scrunchie on the
tele-
kid's wrist or something, or a bracelet.
a
like,
black eye on the one you hate the least or the most. depending on how you want to punch.
This is more like a toddler thing because it's like
Yeah,
don't
you got to
wanna
put on like a bracelet or like a necklace or something.
because other people have to interact with your fucking
No, you just
impossible
gotta-
your fucking identical twin kids also, and they're like the one with the bracelet. He fucking fell off the log ride. Sorry, lady. The bracelet one, or like
No, black eye. You just got to punch and it's got to be the one you like the least, because then
Right.
the one that you like the most knows that.
no, you
that's
make
how-
one.
They
you
go.
make-
They go. That's how they treat the one they don't like, and then they'll listen up.
No, you just do their bag. You give them like heavier bags under their eyes to tell them apart.
And glasses.
Yeah, totally. I
Subtle.
mean, if they're
You
good
make-
actors, they could do it.
So, they're good. Like, no, he's the Fey one.
I let him sleep in my office.
Beverly's the Fey one.
For
No,
weeks.
I bet
Elliot's-
Jeremy Irons would corroborate what I was saying about the bags.
How do you get that much? How do you get that much trash and food in that apartment without living in a world without Uber Eats or anything like that?
They're very smart.
You got to be You got to be smart to get that
No,
They're
they
money
get
not that
groceries.
smart.
They get groceries delivered.
before
Once
That's
a
actually
day?
a,
gig economy.
there's a
I
big
saw that as
scene
the
where they
kid.
get
Yeah, that's the only scene that shows how they get their food.
and groceries into the apartment. So there you go, Ryan.
That was The Office.
This is
He
before
was-
Uber
they
Eats.
were-
They had delivery. You could call up a
No, but
place.
when he was doing
Okay.
rehab in the movie, he wasn't in their apartment. He was stashed out at their office.
Okay, you're doing this thing where we tell you something that happened in the movie that's like very basic stuff. And
No,
then
I
you're
know
like,
that scene.
No,
where he
no, no,
brings
no,
them.
no. That's weird, right? Like he gets his
No, I'm-
groceries delivered. How
I
did he
was
get
trying
in
to
the
do a-
office? No, in that one scene earlier in the film, he got his groceries delivered, but later on in the movie,
That's the point of the movie, though,
Right.
William, is how they get groceries delivered.
I was having a completely separate conversation, and you kept bringing that part up, and I was trying to have a completely separate The fact is,
You're such an idiot.
he was
Ryan.
sleep. Adam, say something.
Ryan's an idiot.
yeah. Damn, he burned you.
Is this picking up?
No, your snaps don't
Oh.
pick up. He was snapping his
Okay.
fingers.
I'm just kidding, Ryan. I think you're
A men
I
on
think
film
they're
and living
smart.
color style.
Yeah, I did the snap. Who snaps and it around the world or something like that. I think you're making an interesting point, Ryan.
I don't know how they get the fucking groceries. They get it delivered. They buy it. They walk it up. Who cares? But it's a lot of shit. No, what's crazy? What's crazy?
I'm
is
not talking about that. I'm talking.
why
about
are the
fact that they
couches like smashed against the wall and there's like eggs? and,
That's what
like,
I'm fucking saying. Jesus
Look.
Christ.
They're going crazy.
Maybe they've been
Because that
pranked,
wasn't
too.
their apartment. That was their office. That was where the lady, after she quit, he was like his brother was forcing his rehab. They shut down the practice in that
Oh, right.
location.
They became
It was an entire office. That's where the deliveries.
shut-ins in
He
the
had to
office.
he had to call the thing in, but it's like, how did nobody clock that? Because it wasn't an apartment. So they're like, hey, you locked yourself into your office? Interesting. Oh, you need me to come? And that's why they had it. But it doesn't matter.
They're just
Adam
high on
said,
drugs.
I'm still waiting for Adam to say something.
The
too.
I think it
explanation
matters.
is just that they're high in drugs and their behaviors.
I think there's a deleted
degenerating.
scene where they're getting pranked by the neighborhood kids.
I'm not asking for an explanation. I'm just saying it's wild. It's very well shot and like
I know,
well
you're-
done that he has his own apartment. He stays at it's 3 locations. Their office, their apartment, and her apartment. And then there's some like B-roll locations.
There's like one-offs, yeah.
Hey, what's the deal with so we also should talk about the
Back to Seinfeld again. What's the deal
It's
with
gonna why do you always
You
gotta
got
bring
me.
it back to the Feld?
I love the Feld. What's the deal with like
What if they're a
how,
twin? What if Seinfeld was a twin and he had his
Oh,
apartment like on
Jesus Christ. then
Seinfeld
I'd be dead.
twin Jerry's?
Oh man, that's that
Yeah,
episode where he's like
that's
dating a
Curb Your
girl or something.
Enthusiasm. That's like watching an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm and Seinfeld simultaneously.
Yeah, totally.
Because he's always banging chicks. What if he was double teaming them and doing little games?
That'd be quite sinister. That'd be a much darker
Jerry's clone.
show.
One's doing a set while one's
Jerry and
banging
Barry.
Elaine.
Barry Seinfeld.
They do that. That is a sitcom. I mean, the Parent Trap fucking shit of like, I went to the bagel shop and there was me, and then it's like Jerry
Yeah.
from Texas.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah,
like
Elaine's friends that are doppelgangers of them.
There's
This is a sitcom.
this is a sitcom trope. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right. But so there's parts of
Urkel
the
shit.
there's the twin. There's elements of the twin dynamic. This movie shows all the different ways that twins are fucked up. Like, remember when he gets the prostitute twins? Elliot gets prostitute twins. And he's like, well, you call me Elliot. And the other one, he's like, you call me Beverly.
Elliot's the problematic one.
And he tries
I
to
think
fuck.
Elliot's
Tries to do a threesome with Beverly too, and his girlfriend later.
and
What's the deal?
they're like what, in their 30s, so it seems like that was like normal up until Beverly started having this breakdown and fell in love.
Maybe it's like Elliot, well, like they love each other. So when Beverly
The
falls in
opening
love with a
scene,
woman, then it's like
the
you know what I mean? They have to have these
scene
cold
explains
relationships
it all.
with women.
The opening scene dialogue explains it all. They're two like 5-year-old kids. They're like 10, and they go, "What's sex?" It shows
I don't understand
Elliot.
why is sex.
Yeah, and he's like, well, like if we were in water, humans would just lay eggs in water. We didn't have to have sex the way we do if we lived in water. And they just had this same conversation since they're just like weird sociopathic autistic geniuses.
They ask a girl, she tells him to fuck off.
Fuck
Like,
off.
what the fuck you talking about?
You don't even
He
know
says,
what
"You don't know
fuck
what
means.
You don't know what fuck is."
You don't know what fuck is. That is such a good quote.
I don't know. I don't buy that little girl would say that though. But hey,
I've never heard it in my life until that. You don't know
That-
what fuck is.
That whole thing about like being underwater. David Cronenberg always said like he wanted their apartment to look like an aquarium.
cool.
And it's like
It's
purple.
fun to think about.
They're like fish. They're like cold fishmen.
They're like 90s yuppie
Yeah.
fish
What did I say? Autistic
or 80s yuppie
Lizard brains.
sociopaths.
sociopaths.
But the sociopathic thing, it's like, yeah, Elliot's the most sociopathic thing Elliot does is, and I agree, it is
I'd say
Like,
they're
this
more
is-
autistic than sociopathic.
pretending to be the other person is pretty much rape. I mean, and this
Yeah.
movie is doing
right. It's weird.
doing
of
the
course
sex
it is, 'cause you
comedy thing of,
suggested the
like,
movie.
it's like a sex comedy thing of like, hey, boys will be boys, they're bad, and she gets pissed at him when she finds out because
Well, she's
never-
bad too.
they never told
Why is she
Beverly
bad?
Beverly never mentioned his brother once for the entire relationship. And that scene when she's like, she finds out they have they're brothers and they're identical twins, and he's never brought it up. That scene where she confronts him is so good. Jeremy Irons is like lashing out and like, I don't want to talk about it. Like, it's my brother. It's not a big deal. Like, and then she's like, I really want to meet your brother because he's your fucking twin and you live with them and you never mentioned it. Like, I gotta meet them.
Oh,
And
then
he's
they
so
meet,
he's so insecure, but yeah.
and she
they meet.
meets him, and then she's like, "What's the deal?" And then Elliot just like comes out and says it. He's like, "Well, I fucked you first," something like that.
Well, she says, like, I bet someone who knew you both intimately could tell you apart. Beverly's the sweet one, and you're the shit. And Elliot's like, oh,
Yeah, and then she
you're saucy tonight.
throws water in the sweet one.
Yeah, how
And
come
he
Elliot
starts
gets away?
crying. And he starts crying. And Elliot laughs at him.
No,
when he
that was
gets the
just water in his face.
When he gets the water thrown in his face, Elliot like chuckles, like,
It was 7-Up, so it kind of like stung a little bit. She
Why
loves
is it
7-Up.
spicy?
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes. What if it's just like, and then she's done. She's out of the movie. And then it's just all about him suing 7-Up the rest of the movie.
Cronenberg said also that she is like their there's like a motherly element because she's older. But that's true. But I was also thinking she's more like Elliot. She's domineering. She's like when she's at work, she tells them, the costume designer, like, I don't want to wear that. A woman of my age wouldn't wear that. A woman of my age wouldn't be dressed like that. You're being too literal. You're dressing my character like a whore. And then she makes that woman cry. There's a great cut
Yeah.
Right.
earlier in the movie where a crying woman is just brought out of Elliot's office, or Beverly's, honestly. But like, I thought it was Elliot. Like Elliot was mean.
Sounds like they're
Yeah,
tricking
it's
you.
Elliot. Because the other guy's like good at his job. He's the one that does it, and Elliot just wants to get the glamour. He even says it. He goes, "I'm the one that loves the glamour."
This guy.
I'm questioning myself because there's a scene where Beverly talks to a patient and he isn't good at talking to the patient.
Well, towards the end when he's losing it.
Yeah.
But this is
And
also like
he
this is
starts
earlier.
using that award, which is not an actual tool. It's the gold-plated award. And the lady's like, this hurts. It's not
He's like,
supposed to
"Shut
hurt,
up."
right? And he
He's like,
goes, this is a
"Fuck this lady."
but then he reveals that it's their freaking Oscar. And it's like,
Maybe-
oh, that's not an actual tool. That's why it hurt, because he's lost it. And that's when he goes and creates.
Maybe Ryan was right. Maybe that was the industry standard for the cadaver, and then he used a cadaver tool.
What's
Maybe
up with the
Ryan
other?
was right. Let's just
I wanted to
focus on that.
I wanted to see what he was going to do with those other tools he invented.
They
With
don't
the-
You anything
did
because
see.
they
you
would.
You
artist.
did see. He killed
You
his
only saw the one
fucking
thing that
twin
has like a
brother
little
with
thing, but I
it.
wanted to see I wanted to get, I've seen these things. I want to see.
Wanted to? You're imagine.
I have a great imagination. I have a
It
thirst.
doesn't sound like it if you need to see it.
I don't think you can see
Just thirsty.
gynecological instruments in an R-rated movie, Adam.
Well, just like, I don't know. It's like you put it out there. It's kind of a tease to not see.
So
something.
you want to see these weird rapey murder
about this?
tools go
Hey, how about
upside
this?
somebody's vagina?
Yes.
How about after the
and
movie, I take you out back and I show you how I use the tools on you, okay, Buster? Now get the
Whoa.
fuck
How
out
about
of here.
that?
Now
Catch
get the
me
fuck outta
outside.
here.
It's a Long Island Teamster that's talking to me right now.
That's David Cronenberg. He's like, don't make me use that fucking tool on you, you piece of shit. That little stabby one. That little bendy
Ouch.
stabby one.
The
You
only
guess what I'll
one
do
they
with it?
showed, the
That one's-
scalpel.
Yeah.
I'll poke you with
thanks.
that shit.
It also just looked like a bunch of melted metal.
I bet women watching this movie are doing a lot of that like squirming, like knees together thing that happens when like guys see a guy get kicked in the nuts. You know?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like,
the girls
ooh.
just grab their you know whats and they lean forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, when you see somebody get just kicked in the nuts, and as a man, and you just go, ah,
Wait, what? Right.
right. No, I'm
That's-
agreeing with you. Yeah,
Man,
and
that's
you
cool.
see like
That's what you're.
yeah, like a soccer video or baseball video, and the ball goes right to their nuts, and you go, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
in the TV show Dead Ringers, you see a montage in the first episode of like 30 vaginas with babies coming out of it and them examining them, and it's just like so much, but it's fake. It's like they do this thing now where in these movies they'll use like prosthetic nudity, which I
Hell
feel,
yeah.
and they're
You're
all
into
like
I mean, what?
it's latex.
Ryan, I don't get you, man.
There's a weird scene in
I'm
I forget
poly, dude. I like that polyethylene.
I think the change
no.
up.
That's what you mean by
happened?
poly?
I don't even know what that's at. I'm poly, dude. I like that.
Your
plastic.
urethane.
Polyurethane. Yeah, dude. I'm poly. When
That's
people,
cool.
oh, I'm gonna start saying that. When people are like, "Are you poly?" Like, we're poly, and I go, "Oh, I'm poly,"
I just mean you have a flashlight.
and like, "Oh," and I go, "No, I'm poly. No, I'm down with fake tits. I'm down with fake asses. I'm down with whatever plastic you got in your body."
Yeah.
In fact, I need it.
You're poly. You're just like rolling around in a lawn chair and like The little
Oh,
toys and like
yeah, I'll fuck a launcher.
Legos, and you're just like having an orgy, just like, oh,
I don't get the Legos.
man.
Is that what they're made out of?
There's like you're just plastic. I mean, I just assume polyurethane is plastic, but I have no idea. I didn't even know what a cervix was.
Yeah,
y'all
polyurethane is the
ever-
least of our problems.
Yeah,
Have y'all ever fucked a?
I didn't even know what the hole was called. I just have been
It's
trying to get inside of it the whole
hole.
time, my whole life.
I know. Yeah, it's just your lifelong obsession. It's
You-
not like
oh,
should
I've just-
learn what it
yeah.
is.
Oh, that's what it's called?
I just been calling it a cave.
Trying to go
The
cave,
top-
cave dive.
The garage?
I'm a
If it was like a
spelunker.
house, the open the garage door? Shit,
Yeah.
man. The antechamber.
No, that's a cool word for it.
The vomitorium.
I call it the cum chamber because I'm coming in it.
Cool.
The blast zone. The target.
That's a cool name for it, right?
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. Watch out.
The basket.
No, why would you come in a basket? There's you. I'm picturing holes, or like a picnic basket, because I
Yeah,
came
that's
in
where he
one of
puts-
those. Right.
Calls his dick a sandwich, so it makes sense.
Come on a cheese board.
Mine's fine
Charcuterie.
wine.
A wine flute.
Well, Adam, what's your dick in a picnic? Williams is the sandwich. Mine is like the wine for sure. You're the old moldy cheese, aren't you?
No, no.
And Adams provides the cheese. Put it on
Oh,
the old-
God damn it! Why
everybody
did
get
that
a-
take so long?
Everybody get a bit.
Let you define it for me. I got
You're
caught up
the
thinking about the blanket, and I was like, my
old
dick can't be
moldy
the
cheese.
blanket.
Oh, you're the blanket. Yeah.
Well, then I'm
What? The
underneath all your
blanket?
You're
guys'
just
dicks.
sitting on it and it's all
Yeah.
it's scratchy and itchy for
And
some
flat.
reason.
I just was very.
And
That's
too
my
short.
problem.
You got the 410 or the 4x2 or whatever.
It's
that
covered
you
in
ordered the
ants.
wrong one on Amazon.
Yeah.
No, the ants aren't even fucking with it.
Damn. That's when you know your dick sucks.
When you have a picnic and there's no ants.
Yeah. Metaphorically. Or literally.
Both.
Yeah.
Metadically. How
Mhm.
would you say that? Metadically?
That's it.
Imagine Yogi Bear stealing that pickety basket.
He's like, wait a minute.
It's
Hey,
the old
boo-boo.
it's the old
You don't wanna
picnic
be eating
box
this.
trick. The old popcorn trick. But
Or
with
be
a
like-
picnic basket, just get a bear to jerk you off.
That's how you
Hey, boo
get
boo,
Yogi
it's
Bear
our
to stop
lucky
stealing your
day.
picnic basket.
No,
Teach
it's
that
chill
fucking
when
bear a
it's
lesson.
Yogi Bear. When Yogi
We
Bear
got so much
when
cheese.
Yogi Bear's jerking
we
you
have a
off through
lot
the
of cheese.
picnic basket, it's chill. But then when, hey, boo boo, and you go, no, don't bring a child into this. No, Yogi,
No,
just
wait,
you, just you and me,
no.
Yogi.
Then
And you
you're
just got your
arrested
dick through a
by the
picnic
park
basket.
rangers. Not allowed at any more parks.
They could never catch him.
These guys in this movie, they need to go camping. They need to get out of the apartment, out of the city. They need to breathe in the air, enjoy life. They're just cooped up doing drugs and looking at pussies all day. It's like, this is not, there's more to
That sounds
life.
awesome, dude.
It sounds awesome, but too much of a good thing
That's the
will kill
dream.
you.
That's the lesson of the movie. Really is like you gotta. You
You
could
know
really
what else?
cannot be a
You know
male
what else? You
gynecologist
know what
and
else will
maintain
kill
your
you though?
Sanity. What?
Too much of a bad thing.
Mm,
And you know
What?
what else will also probably kill you? Too much of a middle between good and bad thing.
mm. Too
You know what
much.
else will kill you?
What?
Well, cancer.
Oh, man.
That'll get you. It
If you have too
probably will
much
get
of
us
it.
all.
If you don't have too much of cancer, you'll be all right.
Oh, even a little bit's devastating.
We should be allowed to joke about cancer because we will probably die of cancer.
I'm telling you, 99% of us will either die of cancer or in a hospital bed wishing they died of cancer because that's a more heroic death. But my thing is like, I wish I would have died in 9/11 because that's like the ultimate victim's death. If I was in
You
one
want
of
to
the
be the ultimate
planes,
victim. Wait, the ultimate victim.
yeah,
You would have been incinerated.
These people, the classic.
yeah. But I'm saying my
classic
ultimate death. How
victims.
do you want to die?
You don't know
if you
your
think about
death
it, if you
won't
think
be
about
that
it,
heroic, Ryan. You don't know what's
it
going to
won't be.
happen.
It won't
You
be
could
heroic.
have. You
That's
could
why
be
I
in
wish
something that
that was
awesome.
it's like you guys aren't
Dream
listening to me
big.
all the night.
Dream big.
I am dreaming big, and my greatest dream is that I wish I died in 9/11
You invent a time machine and just go back
in
to
the
die and
plane.
not to stop 9/11, but to die in it.
Honestly, like 85% of 85 to 95% of the population dies over weeks just dying in a hospital bed.
Yeah, that would suck.
It's not
Or
instant.
that's gonna suck.
It's not a car wreck. It's not a gunshot. It's not this. It's not that.
What about
It's just
Hiroshima?
slow death.
Best of both
So,
worlds. Nuclear bomb.
It depends how close you are because
That's
that lasted
way
a couple
bigger
weeks
than
after.
9/11, and then you get cancer.
But I'm saying I want to die like a.
Do you think they were like, this
I don't want to
is-
just die. I want a heroic death. I want to I want to die a hero.
There was a Reddit thread I
or
read.
a victim.
I think we've
a
talked
hero
about
or a
this.
victim.
There's a Reddit thread on like who had the worst death in human history. And there was like this one Japanese guy who like fell into like a nuclear tower or pit or something horrible, or was in a horrible test. And there's like one photo, this like tiny blurry photo of just like a glowing orange like guy in like a hospital bed in a very low res blurry photo. And it's like his entire body was like liquefied and like his skin was just like falling off of him. Like he was totally melted beyond.
That could be good for you, Ryan.
That guy's a hero.
Sounds quick. No, he's a victim. That's a victim.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That sounds like right up your alley.
Adam, you're going to die a normal death. William, you're going to probably die a normal death. Adam's going to die a weird one. Adam's going to somehow he's going to like die do one of those roots. You become like a tree root.
What? You
Instead
mean
of-
like Troll 2?
In a pod. No, those like tree pods instead of a cremation.
Like in
Yeah, I want that. No, I want the mushroom sack or something
what
like
I'm
that.
saying?
I want to make it. I
Yeah.
want to become a tree or something.
Okay. And
But
Williams
that's not
probably
the cause of
like,
death. You think that's
bury
cause
my-
of death?
No.
It's
I'm
burial.
talking funeral.
Yeah, I'll do.
Burial.
I'd do that. Hey, what do you want, Ryan?
Oh, I can't die, so I just want to.
Oh, I see.
well,
That's your tragedy.
dream big.
Oh, it's not.
buddy.
It's dope.
You said you wanted to die in 9/11.
Yeah, victim. You can't just die old and gross. You got to die in an accident. And then it's like, oh man, he was taking the bus to go apply to a rehab center. He was trying to get his life together, and that bus got hit by another bus. And they were fine, but then a third bus came in and just hit him.
You
Hit
want
him
to
from
get
the other
credit for
side.
trying to get your
And
life
then
back together
crazy or
without
not-
actually having to do it.
There was a
Okay.
helicopter. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you want that like extra little juice at the end. Make people like super sad.
So
What about
that
if like you call your
that
girlfriend?
this photo, this airbrush, me doing the deuces with sunglasses.
you died-
Just the douchiest pose.
Hold on. What if you called your girlfriend and then her gay assistant answered, and then you thought she was cheating on you, so you just became a full blown like opiate addict, and you just
But I'm still alive.
That's
started
a cool
openly
death.
injecting like syringes at work.
Well, I just need to get into sync.
For not being able to tell that a man is obviously gay over the phone.
Crawling on top of a patient, trying to steal their oxygen mask while you're
Yeah, I just
operating
need
on
to
them.
balance out. That's how you balance out.
What is the time frame on this? Because I feel like he does
It's
that and
fast.
goes way off
It's-
the rails.
It's fast.
And then she
things are-
calls him later and is like, "What the fuck?" Like, and he's like,
Well, he's doing a doctor's amount of like or quality of opiates, right? Like he's fucked up. He can't go to sleep without taking. It's Michael Jackson. He has to take a pill to go to sleep. He has to take a pill to wake up. He has to take a pill in between.
"Right, yeah,
He's-
yeah."
He immediately jumps into it, which is crazy.
And then Elliot gets on pills to like sync up
sync-
with him.
Yeah.
This is some twin shit. Only
Is that
twins know.
is that right?
They just
I
love
wouldn't
being in
know.
sync.
They have to be
Seems,
because
I don't know.
they're mutants themselves.
Wow. That's the
They are. They're
true
one
irony.
like
What they
thing
should have
split,
done-
like it's crazy.
They're God's
That
mutants.
They
Twins are
should have
God.
been
You're saying twins
they're
are God's
in
it's
mutants.
sync.
beautiful.
Hold on.
Yeah.
They should have been
beautiful.
in sync and said bye to drugs.
Yeah.
No, but one of them couldn't.
Yeah, that's a good point, William.
I think they should have been. I like what they did. They took the Backstreet Boys approach and they went and got drugs from somebody in the back streets and then just did them in the back alleys.
Yeah.
She seemed like the perfect woman, but love isn't good with no strings attached.
Oops, she definitely did it again.
I only know 2 songs.
It's 98 degrees. It was 98 degrees in their apartment when they did it.
Whoa, that's the temperature of the human body. That's cool.
Nick Lachey.
How about Aaron Carter? He turned out like one of these guys.
Oof.
It would have been
That
cool
guy
if
could
Jeremy
have used a
Irons.
twin.
What, dead?
It would have been cool if Jeremy Irons got a face tattoo when he was degenerating.
Mhm.
It became like a SoundCloud rapper, and he just had like,
Yeah,
like dice tattooed on his cheeks. He's like, I'm going to the studio. And he's like smoking crack and just like rapping.
Elliot's
there's
like, we need to do our research. That's what
You
you're
gotta-
saying. Never mind, sorry, I
I'm in
derailed that.
this. I'm in the studio.
Yes,
got to do
That's it. He's
research.
got new research to do.
Oh, the studio.
Hey, remember the scene where another Cronenberg touch that I feel like I saw in someone like you'd see like stills of this movie from time to time before you watch it or whatever, and you see the surgical gear where they're like in this like red cult mask shit.
That shit was sick. That was so cool.
Pretty sick. Kind of looks
It was
Muslim.
like Cronenberg is so good.
He said that after this, a bunch of sci-fi movies were just like ripping off these costumes and making-
Those are the Star Wars. I
Offered-
mean, it's way after, but
He was saying like one of the Star Trek movies, but I don't know. I feel like I'm sure there's like a weird surgery scene in a 60s or 70s movie where
Well,
people were
no,
in
it was
ridiculous
the-
costumes.
the way he filmed it and the way those like
It's like an Alejandro Jodorowsky or whatever, kind of. Or something. I don't know, man.
Santa Sangre, something like that.
I'll say
Santa
that the
Sangre.
angles and
haven't
how
seen-
they
that's the one I
filmed
haven't
it
seen.
is what saved it. Because like you can always do a creepy any surgery scene is creepy, even if they're in just normal blue scrubs and it's like, what's a freaking surgery show?
Dr.
good
Pimple
one.
Popper.
My
She should be
600-pound
wearing-
life. Oh yeah,
You
dude,
look-
that show is my Dr. Pimple Popper is
That's so
That's your shit.
disgusting.
That's
that's
your
my wife's
shit.
shit. She's nasty like that. That show is also, by the way, little side note, that show is all about like
Popping pimples.
class exploitation, basically, or not exploitation, maybe, but it's like
Are you
it's all
trying?
poor
Why do
people
you?
that can't see a doctor in like the American healthcare, and they get these like giant goiter things or whatever, and they have to go to Dr. Pimple Popper and like have it be on TV so they can afford it.
You
Really?
you have lived too long in where you live.
Hold on. Is my
because you're
600
trying to
pound
make a
life?
du-
Is my 600-pound life about class? Are those people high class or are they low class? Any
that
Harvard
shows-
graduate?
Maybe this is
Harvard
like a medical
graduates,
show
like-
thing.
Oh, it's like after graduating from Harvard, he got a job at this esteemed law firm. I started eating 4 buckets of KFC a day at the law firm, and I couldn't stop. And it's just like this giant guy in like a
It
fucking
happened.
a beautiful office.
Yeah,
I was
I
was gonna clerk for Clarence Thomas, but I couldn't get out the door.
That's a sad story.
Why can't it just be a guilty pleasure though, Adam?
What?
it doesn't have to. You could be like, oh, I like pimple poppers because it's like a guilty pleasure. There doesn't have to be like a woke fucking reason why pimple pop. Oh, it's
You never
actually
saw, like-
saving money. It's a Guy Fieri actually is good for. Who gives a fuck?
Guy
I'm watching
Fieri's a
him eat
champion of
goddamn.
It's like
the working
Cops.
class.
I know, but
Cops.
you're like
Lowell,
doing that about pimple
Massachusetts.
popper.
Yeah, Cops
It's a
is,
show.
Cops,
It's,
Lowell, Massachusetts. Excuse me, Mr.
Sorry, Ryan.
Kennedy,
Sorry you wanna-
sir. Mr. Kennedy, please step out of the vehicle. He's like, you get away from me, you filthy piece of shit. I need
Chasing
to
them over
search your bag.
fences and stuff.
You can't search in there. That's my
Bob.
personal property. We found crack
Right in the back of the
cocaine.
head.
We found stolen.
I'm just saying, pimple
videotapes.
poppers.
Well, hey, if you want to see the world through a simplified,
You're watching it through a pimple vibe. A pimple popper pop.
You got me there. You need
The
to
people
pop
on
the
Dr.
pimple
Pimple
and see
Popper.
through the. You know what I'm saying? Pop the pimple
peop-
in front of your eyes, man.
It's just a gross show. I watched America's Funniest Home Videos all night last night for about 90 minutes.
That's about class.
And
too.
and
Like Steven Spielberg's daughter wins America's Funniest Home Videos. Like, wow, this is a great video. Good job. Adam's like, this is bullshit. It's only because her father directed Jurassic Park.
No
What the
CEOs
hell?
are falling off of ladders, doing roof work.
Adam, do you even know who hosts America's Funniest Home Videos right now?
No, I don't.
He probably
Who?
does.
So, but you got a comment about it.
Oh, is it changed?
No, I'm commenting about it.
Who is it? Who's the current America's Funniest Home Videos?
Bergeron.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, Adam! It's Carlton.
Oh, Carlton. Yeah, you're right.
Alfonso
Alonso.
Ribeiro.
Alfonso Abelardo.
He's in a great movie called Ticks, and also was a original
Will Williams.
break
Michael
dance.
Jackson boy.
break dancer.
He's an OBG.
What do you mean original breakdancer?
YN.
What do you mean
Like,
Like
original?
he was he's like one of the first people to ever be on TV breakdancing. Like he's from the Bronx. It's like so
He's
he made it.
ODBBD bin.
Notorious OBGYN.
That's
Is he
Carlton.
more like from the hood than Will Smith?
Yes.
That would be fucked up.
I don't know how much either of them from the hood, but
I
Philly,
mean,
West Philadelphia, and
Carlton's never slapped Chris Rock.
the Bronx. Based on what I know
That's
about
true.
these
pretty good.
places from movies and TV shows I saw in the 80s, I'd have to say they're both really ghetto, and they're way more ghetto than I am.
So Carlton is
What's ghetto? They're
what a
not
performance.
ghetto.
Carlton is a masterful performance by a chameleon.
You'd know if you watched AFV.
You see a new side.
No.
So anything else you want to say about the Dead Ringers?
Take a look at my little notes I took here. Underwater
sure you grab
aquarium.
it all
He's
out.
just literally is
Steve
whipping
Elliott.
his dingus out.
He's fucking
Oh.
this day.
Favorite scene.
Take a
in the
look at
Sorry,
my
movie.
Righteous
notes here, and they just
Favorite scene, best scene in the movie. Love this scene. They're both on drugs. They've stolen the gynecological instruments from mutant women. Their lives have completely fallen apart. And they're living at the office now, doing drugs, and they're just eating cake. There's just like a piece
their
of cake.
birthday.
Yeah, it's their birthday, and they're
Yes.
just eating cake with their hands, ripping it apart, and drinking like orange. They want orange soda, and then he starts crying because there's no orange soda. And Elliot is now like degenerated past the point of Beverly. Beverly is kind of,
Coming out of his
He's-
binge.
he's
Shouldn't
like
have done the
more in
twin sink.
control, and
Twin sink.
twin sink. I made
They
a
never got
something.
back into twin sync. They never twin synced.
Yeah.
What about
Don't
twin
sync
bad?
up with your twin unless you.
I don't. This is why I
What
don't
about
trust.
twin bad? Two
I just- I don't-
Sinbads.
I don't trust surgeons. Like I don't
Yeah, we
trust.
know. You don't trust
It's
doctors.
weird.
Yeah, we
No,
don't trust
I
the
try. I
scientists on
trust
this
them. I
show.
believe they know, but they creep me out. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like They know too much, and they get too excited about the inside of a body and like how to manipulate the
They're freaks.
internal
Doctors
organs.
are freaks.
They're geniuses. Like they're smart. Like it's crazy, and they know. I think they're just so much more smart than like normal people that it's so easy for them to get lost in the sauce.
This should be like a QAnon
Like
movie.
this movie. No,
Where they're-
Pizzagate.
This should be a QAnon movie because it's like people show this movie and be like, see,
Yeah,
doctors
and
are
then
fucking
not
freaks.
and then not doctor's big thing is literally shooting up a pizza shop.
Robert F. Kennedy watches this movie.
There's
He's
a
like,
huge gap
holy
in
shit,
intelligence.
this is fucked up. These doctors are quacks. Although he doesn't talk like that. He talks more like this. He has a problem with his throat.
JFK.
That's not good.
RFK,
RFK
Jr. He's running for
Oh,
president. Come on,
he's got
Ryan. Just get
chlamydia.
political.
Why?
Because you want to talk about something that really matters? Politics,
Yeah.
baby. 6 months
Why?
out from any primary.
What primary?
Because these doctors, these creeps, Ryan, that you're so afraid of, you either
I'm not afraid of them. I just don't trust them, but I have to. It's like taking my car into a shop. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my car, and I can't fix it myself. And you went to school for it, so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be overpaying. Like you can
You're getting
easily take
over-
advantage
twin
of me.
mechanics, and they're like,
You're
At the
getting
end of the
upsold.
day,
hey,
at
hey,
the
hey,
end of the day,
hey,
just
Ryan,
fix
shut
my
the fuck up.
car.
Hey, you got to get in there and you got to fuck that Beamer. That thing is beautiful. Oh,
You know how many Beamers I fucked?
I'm working on this special steering wheel. He's like, put that down and get out there and get laid. Examine her. Ooh. And it's just like two like Italian grease monkeys banging a car.
Hey, they were right.
Eating cake.
They were right though. I feel loosey goosey. I fucked a car.
What other great jobs could twins could have been in this movie? I mean, mechanic, that's hilarious.
TikTok stars.
Veterinarian. No,
What
you
if
gotta
they
have a
invent
patient.
what if they
You can't
invent
be
a
a
thing?
TikTok star.
What if they invent a thing that holds your butthole open and they're a proctologist?
That's good. Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah.
That could be good. What would the thing that holds open their butthole be? Just like it's like two goatsy hands made out of gold
Yeah,
With
what
like
do you
with
Adam,
spikes
what do
on
you
them and they're like
use?
scared of it. Yeah, Adam, what do you use?
What?
Fuck.
I'm old school. I got my tools
Oh
right
my
here.
god. You just rip your
I'm,
own
I'm
anus
holding on my
open?
hands and wiggling my fingers.
Yeah,
I was
we
about-
heard
I was
it.
about
for
to
the
I
audience.
was
We
about
could
to
hear
say you were holding up two hammers.
He held up two pieces of it looks like 6-foot
too round.
plywood, 2x4s that he's wedging them up his ass right now, spreading it.
He said he used these two things and he was doing the splits between two cement trucks. He has a big butthole. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow, that's a big butthole.
He's got that Van
You got me.
Damme
got me there.
asshole.
I would love to have a twin, to do this podcast, and then I could just, play
Talk to
Street Fighter
yourself?
6.
You just do it every
Oh.
other week.
Oh, I thought you meant to replace one of us. So
Yeah.
That would
Make
be
it
tight.
triplets, dude.
honestly, if I had a twin, I would just do a podcast where
Twincast?
it'd be
Twincast.
just a podcast. But we would do it we'd do it simultaneously like as twins. Be kind of like a twin cast.
And you're in the same house, but you're both on Zoom.
Same
Cool.
room. Same room on Zoom. That's what it'd be called.
You're both
And
completely naked.
it would definitely have to be he would sit right behind me.
What's up
'Cause
with
if it's a
twins?
woman-
Do they have like a sexual thing? A lot of them.
Oh, you fuck, yeah.
Twins?
Yeah.
Oh, they can feel when the other one's fucking.
Yeah,
Trust
They
me.
tingle and they're dingle.
You know I'm a twin, right?
I didn't know you were a twin. You never told me that.
You sleep in a twin. See your fucking bed behind you. You fucking degenerate.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's
It's
I
kind
don't
of
have
like
a, I don't have a
one.
bed. It's a twin air mattress.
You basically understand what it's like to be high-powered twin doctors
Mhm.
or whatever. You sleep in a mattress similar to their kind.
Would you guys fuck yourself?
That's a good question. Of course.
I mean, like in this context.
It depends, I guess, on if you're the good twin or the bad twin.
What if you're a female twin?
if
Looks
you
just like you, same beard, same everything, but boobies and vagina.
Oh my God, that's the dream.
But you're not identical. There are twins with man and male.
They're
and
not
female.
identical.
With man and
twin-
woman
Man
parts?
and woman. That's where it sounded weird.
It is interesting with twins that they have the exact same DNA. It's 100% identical,
No, they don't.
and yet they look different. There are twins, identical twins, where one's straight, one's gay. So there is more to the development in utero than you would think.
How do you
So,
know?
I watched a 60-minute story about it about 15 years ago at a pizza place, waiting for a slice of pizza.
Damn, you absorbed that.
What,
Big time.
pepperoni?
Yeah, what kind?
That's my go-to slice: pepperoni and a Coke.
You're a classic man.
That's what I just ate my last slice of pizza and I
I'm
had a
drunk,
Coke.
and I'm like, "What?
kind- a vegan pizza?
They're two brothers. One's straight, one's gay, and they're identical with the same DNA. That's so weird."
That would stick with you. I could see that like breaking through. And like becoming like a core memory.
Well, I have no idea if it's true.
60 minutes.
I believe it, but
It's
I don't.
60
My memory
minutes.
could be so distorted.
Oh, I see. Might have been your train of thought. Wait, Ryan, what kind you had a vegan pizza, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or did I catch you in a diabolical mind trap?
I've never been vegan.
Wait a minute. Hey, you twins got to get your stories straight.
Oh, I'm Ryan. Yeah. No, yeah, it was a vegan.
Well,
pizza
one's a
from
vegan and
Hoboken.
one
It was from
eats
Hoboken
meat.
Pie.
They're twins. Holy shit!
That's the big secret. We're not raping anybody.
Yeah, hold on. You have the same DNA, and you're a vegan, and you eat meat. Holy shit!
Who do y'all think you're talking to?
Talking to
Brian.
Elliot and
Is Ryan or
Beverly.
Brian?
Oh yeah, we also have to talk about the
Elliot
obvious,
Page.
shit where
Yeah. totally.
Beverly's a feminine name. In the new TV show, they're two women, and their names are exactly the same, Elliot and Beverly. But it's so dumb to have a woman named Elliot.
Yeah, it should be like Mark and Scott.
It is. It is very dumb. But they
Because-
do. Cronenberg never explains why it's Beverly though,
Well, Beverly used to be a male name, and
and that's how old it is. Yeah.
the Gone with the Wind time. There are men, named Beverly.
These are the toughest guys you'll ever meet.
I think
by the way.
William and Adam used to be pretty feminine.
Ashley, that used to be a feminine name. Well, there's no women named
No, there used to be a
William and
man's
Adam.
name.
No, it was Adam and Eve ripped her rib out to create Adam, if I'm correct.
You're right. I think you're right.
She pulled the rib out of her butthole. Adam was sticking on the end of the rib, and he's like,
What if
"Hey,
What if
what's
you went
going
to the bottle?
on? Chill out, man.
I was hanging off of it.
Come on, man.
How
full-
what
you
the
came out-
heck?
You emerged full size like Jim Carrey in When Nature Calls, coming out of the
Yeah,
rhinoceros.
She
You're
shit
like,
a rib and it was Adam.
Let me out.
Eve shit a
Carrey.
rib and it was Adam, and it was Adam Bowers.
Jim Carrey would be good in a movie like this. Did he ever play twins? He could do it.
Yeah, he did.
I watched.
Oh, yeah.
I tried to watch
There's no
that show, The
twins.
Deuce.
Twin Carey.
Remember the
Me,
show, The
myself,
Deuce?
me,
Yeah,
my
James
not
Franco.
twins, but me, myself, and Irene.
Me, myself,
That's
and
true.
Irene, split personality.
Good
Yeah,
point,
like James Franco's acting as twins was so bad in The Deuce, I couldn't watch it, and I only watched like one episode.
You could have finished that sentence with James Franco's acting was so bad.
It's not. It can't be easy to be a pair of twins that are fucking. Jeremy Irons really makes it. He really does an impressive job.
He's a great
amazing.
actor.
Him and Jackie Chan are the only ones that, that could really sell it.
I haven't seen Twin
When-
Dragons yet. It's on my watch list.
When in Twin Dragons, when Jackie Chan looks at his counterpart, and he goes, Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And that guy and then himself as his twin goes, I'm the only one that understands the words that are coming in your
That's
mouth.
funny.
I'm you as a twin. It's twin dragons.
So he says the
But-
line that Chris Tucker says in Rush Hour.
Yeah, it's wild.
Damn.
Wait, what?
That's-
They say that in Rush Hour?
Chris Tucker is the one that says, "Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?"
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of Jackie Chan.
No, Chris Tucker's the one who
GK.
says, "Hey man, I don't want no trouble."
Oh boy, guys.
Mr. Nice Tucker.
What about Twins with Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? Another great twin.
Have you
movie.
watched
That's a good twin
the
movie.
most recent Fubar TV show on Netflix? He makes a Danny DeVito joke, and it's pretty funny.
Nice.
Not seen
He
it.
goes, Danny DeVito's short.
Oh boy, they've been trying to make
I
twins
laughed.
too
I
for a
paused
long
it.
time.
I had to clip it. It was funny.
That's
They
one of
wanted to
like the
make-
Hollywood dream projects.
They tried with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Morgan, I think, triplets. Like, what? A black guy? That's funny.
Pretty funny.
They don't look the same, but we're triplets.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy kind of does this twin acting, or he does like two characters in
Fat
one
Albert.
shot thing. Oh, that's,
Fat Albert,
that's
he does
Kenan
like
Thompson.
20. Or I mean,
That's
one of the
Keenan.
clumps.
That's Bill Cosby.
you
Bill
know,
Cosby's voice.
I don't think he also
acting.
plays multiple characters. in that movie.
I'm thinking of Professor Fat.
That'd be awesome if
Professor
Kenan
Fat.
Thompson's voice was dubbed over with Bill Cosby's voice in the Fat Albert movie.
Oh man, I gotta take a piss, dude. I
That's
was
cool.
thinking about like we're so lucky as men that we don't have to go to the gynecologist. We don't have a penis doctor that's like, hey, we gotta check on your penis. Like the
True.
penis is very
It's
reliable.
no hassle.
It's
Low
like
maintenance.
it's like a Japanese car. And the pussy, that's like a Ferrari, you got to baby it. Or it's like a Lamborghini,
Amen, brother.
It's exotic.
What's that?
It has curves,
Mhm. Aerodynamic.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Penis is like,
This
man,
is
I wish I knew about cars. Penis is like an F-150, it'll get you where you're going and you can do a lot of work.
This is a killer bit.
Fucking
Gotta
write it
take this
down,
to a
dude.
mic.
No one has ever done this. I swear to God, this was a love line Adam Carolla rant in like 1997.
Definitely. Well, he perfected it. What's the
Penis is like a kind of like a drag short sprint car because once the
Like a funny car?
once the countdown starts, we're done pretty quick.
When you have sex, there's like a parachute that blows out of your ass. You're
Goes
like, whoa,
boop,
and it pulls you
boop,
out of the
boop.
woman.
Yeah, that's
You
the
fly
cum.
backward.
Yeah, the parachute that
You're on fire. Like people have to run in with like fire extinguishers and just like
yeah, that's the plan B. They're wearing like purple and white, green. The color of plan B.
it has like I watched this documentary about funny cars, and the whole movie is just like you watch these stupid cars just like with their engines revving, and they just like grease the track. They just like get like the rubber to melt on their wheels. There's like so
Wow.
much setup for just one short 2-second long race where they drag race. I don't know. It's fucking-
sounds like when
It's
you have
dope.
sex.
I
with a
got
woman.
I got family friends that welcome to the party, Adam.
Yeah, sorry.
That was how the bit
This is what
started.
you guys are talking about. I was
That's
looking on
how the whole
Letterboxd for
thing-
80s movies.
Yeah, give me your pitches for 80s movies because there's a couple of good ones.
Okay.
With
I'm
a
just gonna
genre
run
or
through-
just 80s movies? Because there's a lot of movies in the 80s.
Because
It's a
these
theme.
Blue Velvet and Dead Ringers were the ones I really wanted to do, and the rest. But we have to do like more. They're not mainstream movies. We got to do some 80s with a capital E.
All right, let's. Sorry.
Like,
see
whoa,
Cut you off.
80s. Whoa.
Oh, I see. Well, I was just looking at my watch list. But I'll just run through them real quick. Star 80, Smooth Talk, Night of the Juggler, Moonlighting, Housekeeping, Eight Diagram Pole Fighter,
Shut up. No.
Heartbreakers.
Stop it. You're going on to these are
Sorry.
just every 80s movies on your
Keep
list.
going. I disagree with
That
William.
was all
Keep
I
going.
pulled up.
What about
Keep going. I want to see how long you can go.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Risky Business?
Back to the Future.
Seen it.
Back to the Future 2.
Have you seen Risky Business, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good movie.
Maybe we can think about it this time.
Everybody's seen Risky Business.
Of course.
Fucking Balky's in that shit.
I think you can really wow us with your last pick, William. We also
Who
don't
said
need to
anything
stick
about
with
last pick. Okay, well, I was thinking The Stuff because we haven't done like a horror movie.
I got that on VHS
The Stuff. Have you seen it?
at the place. Only at work. Because I always make the joke where I call it the cum because it's clearly just the cum. It's where they get the food and it fucks with them. The yogurt looking ass shit.
The Stuff.
Yeah,
That's
the
a good
stuff,
one.
and they eat it, but it should be called the cum. Because we watch it on our little tiny black and white.
Oh, it looks white.
It looks
It
like
is white.
marshmallow fluff.
Yeah, the stuff, the cum. That's what my nut looks
But when
like.
it's like large
The
large
nut.
quantities, it just is like soapy bubbles.
Yeah, same.
About Paris,
with my
Texas.
nut.
No.
Ran.
No. We're not doing any. We've
Okay,
done a
okay,
bunch
okay.
of like The Stuff is good because it's like
Yeah,
we
I
need something light.
You showed me 8 Diagram. I thought you were gonna vibe with 8 Diagram Pole Fighter a little more.
It's a great movie. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
It's got to be
Um,
something worth talking about.
That's fine. What's the what about Reds, the Warren Beatty movie?
That movie.
Okay. So let's do our ratings.
It's like Blue Velvet, classic. Dead Ringers, classic. Flesh and Blood. You got to
Night
see
of the
these
Juggler?
movies.
No, you don't like this?
Night of the Juggler is good, but it's just it's like a good 70s gritty movie, but like Miss 45 is better, or fucking
Extreme Prejudice.
High and Low. Extreme Prejudice is a cool Walter Hill movie, but it's
All right,
kind-
let's figure this out
kind of
on
a
White of
mess.
the
this
Eye.
platform.
all these movies are kind of messes. It's like The Stuff is perfect. So what's your rating for Dead Ringers?
Let's do the stuff.
It's perfect for what it needs to be. It's about something. Has a good
Ryan.
metaphor.
What's your rating?
For Dead Ringers, God, if I had to say it in one short little bit, out of 10, 5. If I had to rate it out of 5 right off the top, I can do it right off the dome. Give me a second.
You're not saying it in a short.
I
Said
would.
if you had to say it in a
if
short
it's like,
bit.
no, I'm doing it quick. If I had to, Dead Ringers, right? Or the stuff, because we haven't watched it. The Dead Ringers. So starting
Ringers.
time starting now. I'll
Quick.
give you a rating real quick.
Right now.
Adam, what's your rating?
Time
Adam,
starts now.
Adam, what's your rating?
3.5.
3.5 as well on my end. It was a
I
pretty
didn't,
good movie.
I just had trouble
and I thought
connecting with it.
I just had
And
trouble
following it and stuff.
connecting.
Following what the point of it was and everything.
5 stars. Perfect movie, masterpiece, just incredible.
Now,
Should be my
honestly,
favorite
like
Cronenberg movie.
4.3.
I like Crash a lot more. That's why I
dude.
I was measuring it against Crash. Really.
Oh, I haven't seen Crash.
The acting is better, and look, Jeremy Irons in this movie, Beverly Elliott. These are great characters.
This is a Jackie Chan level twin performance.
It's I haven't seen Twin Dragons, so I can't comment. But
Trust me.
Twin Dragons, I think it's more of a prisoner of Zenda kind of thing. It's like two guys who look alike, and then they get in trouble. That's kind of
No, they're twins.
the Parent
Separated
Trap.
at birth.
Jackie, bro. It's
They're
a
also
little,
dragons.
Yeah, William, it's a little more complicated.
Show a little
It's
respect.
a grown up movie.
You know, if you're out there,
It's the Schindler's List of twin.
And you like Dead Ringers, you're cool. If you like Jackie Chan, you're also cool. It's all good.
I like. Yeah, I like this movie.
I mean, it's no Monsters University, which you also gave 3.5 stars to.
Yeah, I did.
The incredible acting of
That was a
Jeremy
great-
Irons.
That was a very solid. I'm surprised that's how good that
The
Monsters
Bondage Sex
University
with
is.
Genevieve Bujold. Monsters Inc. Monsters University, a piece of shit, contrived,
No.
worthless sequel about what if the Monsters Inc. characters, how did they meet in college? Something about a prank with a monster.
Everybody wants to know these things. This is
Just
answering a lot of people's questions.
Consumerist, worthless, like, hey, John Goodman needs to buy a new RV, so he made this movie.
Hey, you don't need to besmirch Monsters University just to build up the movie that you like.
Billy Crystal?
He's back, baby.
This is a hell of a rating system.
Where'd he
Adam
go?
has.
I knew that was gonna like drive you crazy.
It's not
Hey,
driving me
man.
crazy. It's just like,
They're
I'm
just
just
equally
saying,
successful
this
as
is,
films, I think.
You're right.
And that's
hey,
good because
the
it's a great
heart
movie.
wants
Monsters
what-
University is great.
The heart listen to the title. Monsters University.
Oh, we're still talking about that.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that tells you a lot.
Imagine-
That's the good thing
imagine-
about the title.
Imagine
It's like,
a movie called
know.
Jesus Christ University. 'Cause That's
I'm
basically
into that.
what
I'm
I
into
hear.
that.
imagine a university.
Imagine
Jesus
a
Christ
Jesus
University.
Christ.
Now we're talking. Tell us, Ryan.
He could be real, and he probably is gay or a woman. It's 2023. Grow up.
Gay
That's-
Jesus. Now that would be awesome.
Twin Jesus. One's gay, one's straight. This is what has led to the confusion in the world. They were
What
switching
confusion?
without telling people.
What,
That was his ultimate
what
miracle.
confusion? What confusion are you having?
Is it okay? You know,
Is it okay?
is it okay?
To do what?
That's the question in the throughout history.
The Da Vinci
that's
Code is
just a
just
general-
about
Is it
Jesus
okay?
Jesus was secretly gay, and Tom
This-
Hanks is like, oh my God, this changes everything.
Yeah. It's being chased through the Louvre to prove that Jesus was gay.
And the Pope is like, don't you fucking release that. This is how we control the world.
Because if
the
if people find out that
gay-
Jesus is gay, then
gay
everyone's going to be like,
Christian
"Oh, I can
Jesus.
also be gay," and then you just have every single person is gay.
Adam, I think the world's already doing a pretty good job of already being like, oh, I can just be gay.
Not enough.
There's so many gay things going on right now. It's crazy.
More.
It's almost like
Picture more.
there's like a special month going on.
Make it the whole year. Pride year. Every year. That's
Why can't
what
yeah?
the world
Why
would be
can't
like.
you have asexual pride? You know, what about us?
Who's us?
The asexuals.
Yeah,
You're just talking about you and your people, okay? Because I'm
Yeah.
sexual, baby.
oh, you're
Oh my God. Prove it.
yeah, homosexual.
Yeah.
No.
I'd say,
But I thought
you was,
that's okay. But I'm
This
not.
guy's a
Turns out.
bestiality sexual. This guy
I happen to
fucks
not be,
animals.
but if I was, that was okay.
Adam, have
Hey,
you ever
nothing
kissed
wrong
an
with
animal?
it. Okay, I'm asexual. Nothing wrong with being homosexual. It's cool.
There is
We all
nothing
have our
wrong. I
thing.
don't know why Adam had to make a big thing about it.
The asexuals, those people need to start going after them. If you ask me, they need their time has come.
The asexos.
Be like, hey, pick one. Ron DeSantis should just be up on like stage, being like, these guys need to pick one.
It's time.
pick one what? Pick one
you-
what?
Pick
You
a
either
thing
are
that-
attracted to the front or the back. Pick one hole.
And he steps out from behind the podium. He's like, "Are you attracted to this?" And he points at his penis. And then he turns around and he's like, "Are you attracted to this?" He points at his bottom, his big fat guy bottom.
No, I meant like a woman's vagina or a man's ass, not his
And then he holds
penis.
up a picture of a woman.
You're
and
just
he's like, "Are you
homosexual,
attracted to
Adam.
this a woman?"
Adam's just confused. He's like, I don't understand. I like
Dude,
the
I'm a
front and the back.
ronsexual.
I like the front and the
I mean,
back.
that's a hot.
Adam's
piece of
a
ass.
Adam is a forward sexual. Whatever's in the front of him is all he can process, sexually or otherwise. So you're not thinking behind yourself.
I'm a very sexual being.
He's pansexual. He's attracted to everything.
You horny?
Car.
Adam, you horny right now?
My computer right now. I'm attracted to. You guys, I'm looking at you. You're in front of me. You're looking pretty good.
Stop.
Ryan, you got those cool shades on. You're very sexy and mysterious.
I wear them every week almost.
William's got his glasses. He's like the sensitive one.
What do you like more?
He's like
Naked
a
Lunch
Scarface poster
or Dead
right now.
Ringers?
Naked Lunch is more wild.
I just had I had trouble connecting with this movie, and I think it was part of like the maybe 3.5 is maybe I could go 4, but like because I appreciate the craft and stuff, but I just like the story. It was hard to connect with it because didn't know who was who a lot of the time, and then also they're just weird people. So it's like I don't like if they're
So
acting.
it
These guys
sounds
are
like
acting
you
like fucking
did get
idiots
it.
the whole time, and it's like I wouldn't do that. I don't know. This is like these are
Sounds
weird
like you
twin
understood
guys.
what was going on. Yeah, that's exclusive. They're like weird twin geniuses.
Like,
so
why
you
did that
got
guy?
what was
He's a
going
fucking
on.
idiot. He started doing pills to sync up, and then he fucking died because of it.
I tweeted.
That's the interesting part. Is
I
like
tweeted, do people
why?
like this movie? Because I love this movie, but I'm reading Roger Ebert's review. He's just like, this movie's creepy. Like people are like, this is gross. This is
like-
weird.
Yeah,
And also,
but it's like in
Made
it's
by a little
it's
freak guy,
Jeremy Irons
It's not
didn't.
real. So
He
it's
wanted-
like
freaky worm.
Jeremy Irons won an Oscar 2 years later for Reversal of Fortune, which I don't think is as good of a performance, but I think that people just were David Cronenberg was still off-putting at this time,
Freaky.
and people aren't into gynecology, vaginas. Two cool
Like
alphas
adults
getting
are like,
laid.
I'm not trying
That's-
to fucking fuck a car or like
Maybe I'm
fuck my
maybe I'm
twin.
weird because I like a story about two twin gynecologists slowly descending into madness because one of them gets a girlfriend. Whoa, I'm out there.
That's pretty weird.
What about like, what about the
Two guys that work at
fucked up
GameStop.
story of like, oh, that'd be cool. One of them comes out and they're like, I'll give you a deal, and he's like, and then he switches and he's like, hey, no deals.
I'll give you
price.
that store credit deal.
They always try to like fuck you over
No.
at GameStop. I feel like they're very stingy.
Yep.
Adam trying to buy a Monsters University DVD. That guy
It's
said
like
No,
pulling
$6.
out coins.
No, he's
Trying to, like-
he's trying to sell it. He's trying to sell it.
He's not selling it. He wants to buy it.
No,
It's a
he's
good
selling
film.
his
I'm gonna add it
limited
to my
edition, and
library.
they go, man, we can give you probably about 40 cents store credit, or we could give you a dime
You have to
cash.
sub-
So
Are you
annoying.
a pro member? Are you a pro member? Because that's only pro
That's how
member
they always get you.
prices.
It's always so annoying the amount they offer you for a used game.
Yeah, man.
I'm getting pissed just thinking about it.
Buy
It's
it new.
fucking- What's up?
Just buy it new. Don't be a bitch.
No, when you're selling a game, you're like, I
Yeah,
put my
don't-
life
That's
into
why
this
buy
game.
it digital. Buy it digital new.
I'm with Adam on that shit. Ryan, that's too expensive. I use eBay, that works great for me. Got a whole printer mailing system set up. Trading physical media.
You know how to do it, William. You're the man,
try-
William.
I bought
do you do-
let me tell you a little bullshit story about eBay. I bought Necromantic on DVD from eBay in college. 6-7 years ago, I tried to sell Necromantic on DVD. eBay was like, you're not allowed to sell. You're not allowed to sell this. This is pornography. I was like, what the fuck?
That's fuck you, eBay. Hey, what about
I
What
like
about,
the idea of Adam just being, I don't know why that killed me when Adam, you're the man, William. Adam is
just William's like little henchman? What about Evil Dead 2?
Yeah, a lot of people have done that.
No, okay.
It's
All
like
right.
the stuff. It's like this. It's like if you've seen Evil
wrap
Dead
it up.
2, what do you watch after?
Evil Dead 3.
Have you seen Evil
Beat you.
Army of
Got me.
Darkness? But like the stuff is a good movie. It's not that obscure, but it's obscure enough. It's a fun movie to talk about. Adam's never seen it.
True.
You know? You're getting around to the classics. We got to show you something new. We got to get the fresh reaction from the people. It's like, hey, what does Adam
gotta
think?
be
What does
ahead of
Ryan think?
Yeah, we gotta be
Ryan,
ahead.
this will be Ryan's first time watching the movie in color. That'll be interesting.
That'll be-
we talk
people will
about the
tune in.
cum?
Yeah.
What if it's red in color and you're like, oh my God,
Oh, it'd be
Think
more
about, like, coming-
relatable.
blood. Oh, oh no. Ryan,
What do you mean,
please
oh,
go to the
no?
doctor.
I just-
Please stop not
I
trusting
squeeze
doctors.
a little too tight.
You got to start trusting doctors, Ryan.
I trust them. I don't know. I don't trust them. But it's like, yeah, I guess I'm at your whim. It's always somebody in an alleyway.
Those aren't. I don't think that's a doctor, man.
Huh?
He's spreading your butthole open though with a thing he invented.
Yeah, that's how you get admit. That's the at the front desk what you pay.
Yeah.
What
The
is that
secretary
called?
is the one doing that. The receptionist, where she tells you, puts in your like.
Yeah, you
appointment
don't do
reminder.
you don't do a thumbprint. You do a anus print, and they have like some carbon ink. They plop, and then you spread your cheeks and you put it in this ink. It's like when you get have you been arrested?
Many times.
So when you get arrested and you do the thumbprint thing, it's like that, but instead of your thumb, it's your butthole.
Right. Of course.
Yeah,
I know.
these 24/7 walk-in emergency. I don't have health insurance. Did we say that at the top?
This is what it's like in America. Yeah.
Dr. Pimple Popper.
That you now don't get me
So
started.
don't bring up Dr. Pimple
Actually,
Poppy.
do.
You know Dr. Pimple Poppy. You know what I watch? What I watched today?
No. What?
Just say it.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out because I watched some crazy shit and I can't figure out what I watched. And I thought maybe y'all could tell me.
Was
The
it I
one
think you should
pimple.
leave?
Mm-mm.
You know the one pimple that she couldn't pop?
No.
The American healthcare system. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
Why
there's
would you
people like
wanna-
Ryan. There's people like Ryan
Mhm.
who could get health care, but just are like, I don't know what to do. I'm a millennial. I don't know. I don't get it. What do I do? I go to the doctor? What do I pay with my butthole? You need to see my butthole. Right here. Okay.
He's
I'll
already
show you.
showing it
Every
to the
doctor
guy.
I go, I told you the thumbprint method. I gotta put my butthole up onto a thing.
Speaking
We're
of
gonna
Am I doing it wrong?
millennials, I bought
Like
some
your-
avocado toast today and at this hotel, like little marketplace, and it was covered
You
in
guys are
sunflower
also
seeds. It was fucking
millennials.
disgusting.
You're both
story.
millennials.
It was okay. Ryan's Gen Z,
No, how old are you, Adam?
38.
Yeah, you're a millennial. How old
old
are
are
you,
you?
William?
How old are
I'm
you, Brian?
34.
I'm 40.
No, you're not.
Ryan, you're a millennial
William's
too.
40.
We're all You're the one
Ryan,
that made jokes about millennials, but we're
Ryan.
all millennials.
Ryan, William is 40.
You're 40, William? Because you
Yes.
act like you're like
He admitted it.
62 and you look like you're 74. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I look great for my age.
The only way you can really tell how old a person is by looking at their butthole.
You're telling me. And that's why my doctors in the alleyways always do that first thing. And I'm healthy. I'm dirty. I'm healthy, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm dirty, but I'm healthy. That's
Yeah, my
the
butt.
cool
Well,
line.
I'm dirty, but I'm healthy.
I gotta
Adam, what's your life advice? Yeah,
I gotta
give
stew
me
on that for a
advice.
while.
You
Take a
guys got a lot
bath,
of
you dirty piece of shit.
a bath. I got a shower, you dingus, and I bought a whole extendable
Damn
thing.
it.
It's got 2 nozzles on it.
Do you have a hair bun?
I've been
And
wondering
right
that this
now, yeah.
episode too.
I had last week too.
What are you're trying to sneak it in?
No, this is just how I am. It's annoying. It's so long right now because I don't want to pay for a haircut.
No, you think it? The ladies like it. They're sweet, getting sweet. You notice they're getting sweeter
What
the
the
bigger
fuck
the
are you?
bond.
The fuck, Adam?
No,
You know they're getting sweeter. The
sweeter on
ladies?
Ryan. Sweet. This is how people I talk, and other people talk too. They're getting sweeter on Ryan the bigger the bond. Is Ryan's life.
A bun. Oh, you're doing a bun in the oven situation.
And soon you take the bun off your head if you play your cards right.
Did you not notice
the
last
bun is
week
in
or the
is
week
in her.
before?
What's up?
No, we're on
This is how I've
Zoom
been doing
facing
it.
the front. I don't see the back of your hair.
But you don't see hair, so where do you
Also,
think
what
it
the
went?
hell, Adam? How do you know if the ladies are being sweet with Ryan? You only see him on this Zoom call.
He told me some lady's trying to be
There's
sweet.
a couple of fat chicks that asked if they wanted to fuck, and I said no.
They're the ones who love sweet to get sweet the most. They really
Well,
love
probably
sweet
salty,
stuff.
sweaty, and salty.
Yeah. That's a woman who appreciates something sweet.
They never dealt with that in this movie. Just an enormous woman. I don't think Elliot would like that.
Yeah, there's no drunken hookups there. Like if Elliot just was like blackout at a bar and like hooked up with somebody, and then they had to keep the charade going on.
Yeah. He's like, I don't want to fuck this.
Like, God damn it.
Like this is a twin.
But it's like
twin
it's
pact.
like God, who's the big, not Bridget Nielsen, but the comedian Bridget something.
Fortune Feimster. Like, fuck, you fucked Fortune Feimster. Now I gotta fuck her.
She's clearly a lesbian, and it's like this is if that was the main
Why
character.
why did she even do this? She's a lesbian.
Because they're so good at their job. Imagine her in the stirrups. Are they called stirrups? The gynecologist.
Yeah, I think they are,
where their
actually.
legs are up.
I think you're right.
God damn, that hurts.
What about Melissa McCarthy? That'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same difference.
Man, there's only almost. What do you think about that? Well, you were mentioning like the main ladies. Like you're like, what the fuck? Like this is like an older woman. I feel like it's not like a babe. Nothing's happening to my penis.
She's hot as
Cool.
hell, though.
Yeah, I find her more attractive now that I'm 40. I'm like, hey, we're almost the same age.
Oh, you said you were younger when you watched. Yeah, she's hot as hell.
But every woman in the stirrups is like, yeah, I feel like it's like a middle-aged lady and stuff. But then the prostitutes are pretty.
Well, that's because they don't ever try to make it like it's not supposed to be like, ooh, this is a sexy job. It's that
Oh, they're nasty like that.
they're dealing with very intimate, like physical details of a woman's medical history. And yeah, it's their vagina, but it's, they're doctors. So it's just, he does a good job making it like
Clinical.
and weird and creepy.
You're saying they're nasty like that.
No,
To finish your sentence.
they're not the nasty boys.
No, they're
from
weirdos.
WWE in
It's
the 90s.
going
They're
back
not
to
the
that
nasty
opening
boys.
Those are some
scene.
fucking good twins.
They're both just like genuinely interested in the insides of a human body, and in a weird way where it's like that's all they can think about.
They're just trying to figure out why is sex.
Not trying to.
What
They're
is
like
fuck.
mid-30s, bro.
I know they're trying to find out what is fuck.
They didn't evolve. They didn't mature at all since the opening scene of the movie. They just
Well,
became smarter, and they were asking the same questions at the end of it that they were asking when they were like 10.
I think they're supposed to be younger than Jeremy Irons. I think originally the casting, he was trying to find a younger person because they are living a very immature
Well, they say 30 something,
bachelor lifestyle.
but they
Jeremy's
say
well into his
the
30s.
You could
They
change
say
that.
the day, they say the age, and they give you age timestamps throughout the whole movie, so like you
Yeah,
can
but
guess.
you could change that based on the acting of the age of the actor.
A good actor can change that.
Well, I'm saying they tell us that it's like
The director
when
would
they're
just
this
change it.
age, when they're this age, it's
It's in the
1988, and then
performance.
now it's 19 or like
Yeah, but you know what I'm
whatever,
saying? Like
1967 and 1988. No, I know what you're saying,
if
but
they were 29, the movie
no, you would
actually
know.
works. A lot of these dynamics are stronger if they're 29 years old.
Well, so they graduate because they're
Because
supposed to
Beverly
graduate
is
early. They're way
hold on,
ahead of
hold on,
their
hold
their
on.
Oh, it's like a
geniuses.
mom thing. You're saying if they're younger,
Yes, and
then the
Beverly
lady's like a thing.
has-
Yeah.
He's too old to be crying about a woman like this. Like it's not
Hey,
if he's a younger man.
Dude, he's mentally disturbed.
he's
Has
just an
nothing to do
average
with
twin.
age. He's fucked up. His
This is the
brother, he
average
lives
twin.
with it. He lives with his twin. It's even more creepy that they are older looking, because it's like even weirder that it's like now you're acting like a teenager or a 29-year-old, but you're clearly not.
What about Tom Cruise?
They're like you're this genius.
80s hotshot Tom Cruise is the twin gynecologist.
No, they already did a medical movie with Tom Cruise.
That would work. Or
What?
Cocktails.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Ryan.
That would be better.
Yeah, man, I can play this part. Oh, lady, your vagina's got 3 holes. Yeah.
No, he does. Gilbert Gottfried.
Ah, yes.
Adam, who would you
yes.
pick? Jerry Seinfeld?
Oh, that's a good one.
Adam wants to be Jerry Seinfeld's gynecologist.
What's the deal with these?
If Jerry
He's
had
like
a
a
pussy,
He's still
Yeah,
the
his
stand-up,
legs are in
but
the
he's also a
stirrups.
gynecologist.
kind of a buck angel kind of guy.
bum 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 ba-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da.
It's shrinkage.
This is extreme shrinkage, Jerry.
You put a Junior
doctor
Mint
say?
in there.
Oh yeah, for
What?
sure. Combine everything into one episode.
It's
All at
like
once.
you're like
Wild appointment.
you're like, hey, I guess I'm about to lose a contest, and then you look at the camera and it freeze frames and the music starts.
Yeah.
I just like the idea of Jerry Seinfeld being still doing the stand-up intros, but it's he's a gynecologist, OBGYN. So
Yeah.
all of his material is about women's vaginas, like medically,
What about
in a medical language. What's the deal? Y'all ever been into the third sector of the fourth cervix? I don't know
Jeff
anything about the
Foxworthy.
woman's
Andrew
vagina.
Dice Clay would have been a great. He should have had a show like Seinfeld, doing stand up at the
He did.
beginning. But it's like it's everything from Seinfeld, but it's just Andrew Dice Clay swapped.
He
in.
had that women's only special. That's basically it.
It's not a
where he does that-
sitcom.
I know, but that opening monologue. That's the theme. That's the main theme song to the sitcom.
You haven't seen Seinfeld, so you don't know what Seinfeld's like.
You just keep like, yeah,
I've
you
seen
did that.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
Andrew
not a
Dice Clay's
fucking
for
idiot.
ladies only special. That's I forget when we talked about that.
Hey,
That's
I want
another
to go to bed.
I have
Yep.
it on VHS at the work.
You
Excuse me?
should. You need to sell these VHS, man. eBay, we can make some big fucking money. Big money.
Somebody came in
Don't
from
take it to
Houston last
GameStop.
night and said they're like, hey, I bought you this as a surprise, but I'm just gonna tell you, and it's a Fooly Cooley VHS, the anime Fooly Cooley
Yeah.
FLCL, and it's on. Somebody made it on VHS, and somebody's just giving it to me. That's gonna be
Is it
pretty cool.
Fat chick? She could
No.
be sweet on you.
It was a dude, obviously,
Fat
fat
dude.
dude.
Could be sweet.
All right,
Let's get out of here.
Bye bye.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, same here. A perfect film. Like Monsters University.
I'm thinking Monsters
Yeah. Oh, you were talking about? Yeah.
preschool.
3.5 stars. Monsters University.
Hope they made
Dead Ringers. 3.5
Oh,
stars.
I got Paramount Plus.
They're
Is there
driving you
anything
crazy.
on there y'all know about?
yeah.
I
the
watched the D&D
Yellowstone.
movie. That was cool.
Little
Shut
Bear. I
a
watch Little
movie.
Bear on Paramount Plus with my kid every morning. It's a great show.
Nope. Have you seen Nope?
All right, I gotta go.
Beverly
I
Hills
haven't seen
Cop.
Nope.
Barbarella's on Paramount Plus too.
Have you seen fucking Barbarella?
Never seen it. I've
I've
seen every
jerked off.
episode of Little Jeremy.
I have
many times.
masturbated to the opening title sequence of Barbarella when I was a little kid.
Oh, it's a show.
Now I gotta think. If I watch it, I'm gonna think about it.
It's hot.
Oh.
Jerk off in that chat, Adam.
Right now.
Now I gotta
Come
think
on.
about you
No, I'm
jerking
gonna
off.
leave when I leave to Yellowstone.
Think about
What were we talking about?
Pointing at his penis.
You seen that scene
let's
in
go.
Yellowstone where he yells at all the Asian people to get off his property because they're taking pictures of a
Yeah, my
grizzly
brother
bear?
sent that to me. He's like, I love this show. It's not woke. And I was like,
I
this is
jerked off to that.
and I was like, this is ironic and it is woke. He's like,
Ooh, that must have really pissed him off.
no.
And he goes, "What does that mean? Ironique."
He kept
It's
asking me to
impression
send him
Williams' brother.
episodes of Yellowstone. He's like, come on, send me the third season.
That
Like,
sounds
no,
like
leave
me.
me- No, leave
That
me
sounds
alone.
like me when I'm like, "Send me that anime show,
I know.
that anime movie."
Yeah, you won't even watch it.
Nah, I forget.
It's okay, man.
Also,
Hey,
last
you're
week
the
we got
movie
we
guy.
have
You picked your title.
corrections. Last week I said Paul Reiser wrote a book called Fatherhood. No, he wrote a book called Couplehood.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
you fucked
that's
up.
not like a second follow-up book.
No, his second book is called Familyhood, and then he has a book called Babyhood.
What?
Okay. Damn,
And then he
prolific.
has a movie called Look Who's Talking, and then he has a second movie called Look Who's Talking 2.
That's
three
John.
men. You're thinking
That's
three men.
John Travolta.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
3 Minute Baby.
Where?
Steve Gutenberg,
I'm leaving.
Ted Danson, Tom Selleck.
I'm leaving too. Adam, let's leave at the same time.
3,
5,
2,
4,
5, 4.
3.
Three,
Let's start
2.
at 5. Hold
Okay.
up.
Productivity. Credibility. Compatibility.